So, hello everybody. Welcome to 2025, the first update of the year. So, I just kind of want to go over some topics that I'm looking as far as like behind the scenes or wherever to cover and do potentially. And I also want to talk about, being a YouTube partner now and where the products or reviews are going to be and what kind of content I'm potentially bringing to the channel to kind of get some feedback from you guys to see what you guys are interested in seeing from me and what I should potentially cover. At the end of last year, I talked about potentially doing some cozy office vlogs and stuff like that, and just a day in the life kind of video. I did shoot a whole bunch of B-roll and different, I would say, shots of me doing some cable management and everything, but it kind of just got thrown all aside with me getting the beacon stuff, as well as me bringing in my streaming PC that I used to use because I gave it to my wife, but she's not really using it. And my son is like getting all around her stuff nowadays because he can, walk around and everything. And he's like getting into stuff. So he already broke a USB Wi-Fi adapter we had on the top of the PC. He broke the Wi-Fi adapter somehow. I don't know how, but he broke it. So fortunately, the USB port still works. The computer's fine. It's just like taking it out of there and using it again in the setup, because not only the Beacon Studio can do the gimmick of like do PC setup, but the fact that the PC wasn't getting any work or love or anything. She never really got on the computer because with him walking around and everything like that, she kind of had to block off her setup. And it's like, she has no time to sit there and get it to it. So it's like the PC is just kind of sitting there collecting dust. And I don't want it to do that because I put it in a nice Corsair case, like the 5000 series or wherever the airflow cases. And I had swapped all the components. The components in there are like a 2060 NVIDIA, graphics card. So I'm planning on potentially upgrading it to a 30 series and upgrading like the power supply and the CPU and potentially like the motherboard and doing all that stuff. But I don't know if I would record that stuff and show it to you guys with me doing it. I don't know if you guys would be interested in it, but it's something that it's in the back of my mind to do. That stuff is going to be somewhat expensive, but I've figured since the 50 series is coming out this month and NVIDIA released all the information and stuff, and since potentially it's just going to be a streaming PC, I don't need it to be a 40 series or 50 series, but I do like the 3080 that I have in my gaming PC. And I got it like when the 30 series was dropped, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't even know that the 40 series was going to be a thing, and I didn't like really future proof myself with that. Like I got a 1000 watt power supply and like, a good CPU and stuff in it, but I would have waited if I knew the 40 series was coming out and then got like a 4080, 4090, whatever. But I got a 3080. It does me fine as far as like recording videos, recording gameplay, editing S-Log footage, whatever codecs I'm using for my camera for the 4K to, directly edit. It's not as fast as I would like to be as far as like rendering like 20-40 minute videos, but it's perfectly fine as far as my workflow goes. The only thing I didn't like about it is that if I was streaming and I was editing and then I wanted to render the video, it would be a problem and all that stuff. So what I wanted to do is be able to stream from my streaming PC, play games, edit videos or something like that, and start maybe live streaming on YouTube to see what you guys want to, talk to me about, potentially like a Q&A, or just, come here randomly on YouTube every now and then and live stream. Let me know if that's something you guys are interested into, that you can just talk to me about something, because I see some people coming over from YouTube to Kick, but I know some people just don't like Twitch or Kick or whatever. They just kind of stick to YouTube. So I just kind of want your guys feedback on that when it comes to live streaming and everything. The only other thing that I would say is that with that PC, if I take out the 2060, if I take all the pretty much the components in there, other than the AIO and the fans, because I'm probably going to just still use that. The only thing I don't like about it is that I'm going to have to reapply thermal paste, and I've never done that before. I've always used AIOs, and they have their own pre-made thermal paste, so I never had to reuse it. I always just kept it the way it was. So that's the only thing that I'm like a little bit on, but there's videos out there, so I would be able to competently do that. It's just I have to just grit my teeth and do it, grin and bear it. But if I do that and I rip all those components out, I'm probably just going to still use them and put them in another, lower end case so my wife can use or wherever to just, scroll the internet, just kind of like what you would use an office PC for, because she doesn't really play games like that. She plays games on her phone, but if she does play any computer games, they're going to be light games. You know what I'm saying? The most intensive, if she wants to get back into it, is playing Minecraft with me, even though she said when we played Minecraft on a console, it was boring. But like, that's the kind of games she would play. Nothing like, super graphic, intensive, heavy, like storyboard, AAA title games. I don't see her playing any of that stuff. I could be wrong. She might take a shine to it because she used to play like God of War in the past and like all this other stuff and everything. So we'll just have to see with that CPU or that computer and me switching things out and stuff like that. But again, if I do end up doing it, because I'm going to buy the parts over time, but once I get all the parts together and I swap them out and build the PC and stuff, I'm not sure if people will want to see that stuff, because I'm not a PC build channel. I'm not somebody who's very I would say knowledgeable in that stuff. I'm more of a software guy, like learning software, adapting to it, picking things up or wherever. That's the kind of person I am. That's what I did in the military anyways. I never got my hands really into, I would say, the physical aspects of like technology and computers and stuff. So I don't know if you guys would be interested in that. Just let me know, like I said, in the comments. But other than that, the only other thing I want to talk about is where the product reviews are. Now, I have a product review coming in this week, probably early next week. I'm gonna have to do a couple of days of testing before I make the video and stuff like that. I don't really want to talk about what it is right now, but it might be somewhat useful to a lot of people, might not. We'll just have to see. The company's not paying me for the video, but they are saying like they're gonna give me 8% commission off of the sales and stuff like that. So I guess you could say it's paid for. I don't know how that, I don't want to phrase that in the video. I guess this technically is sponsored, but it's still not going to change my thoughts and opinions on the device. If it sucks, it sucks. If it's good, it's good. But it's going to be a quick video because it's not that in depth of a device, really. So it's not gonna be something that's gonna, I feel like, bring in a lot of views or be very interesting to a whole bunch of people. So that's where I've been reaching out to companies, seeing if they're willing to send out a product as a free gift or something like that, or doing some kind of way to get the product or wherever for me to review. And so far, some have responded, some have not. The ones that have responded, they said that they're not doing any collaborations right now. They're getting ready for obviously the new year and stuff like that. And they're sitting there saying like, hey, let's keep in touch and everything, because I like what I do. It's just right now they don't have any products to facilitate, sending out to influencers for them to review, because either, they're no longer really pushing that product, or they're getting ready to make a way for new products in 2025. So that's kind of what I'm running into right now. And I've talked about it before in the past that the beginning of the year is literally the low time for products. A lot of people are signing NDAs and stuff like that at the end of the year, and in the beginning of the year, maybe end of January, but mostly like in February, March, you start seeing a lot of companies release products, and then you start seeing the product review kind of like pick up. That's why people say that ending to the beginning of the year is really bad with YouTube AdSense and all that stuff, because companies are, they're looking already into the future. They're not caring about right now because they got all that stuff done throughout the year. The problem with this is that all the products that I'm potentially going to get my hands on is either I have to pay for them, or they're going to be like nonchalant items that nobody really cares about. And I've kind of gotten away from actually just trying to look from it, like accepting anything and just trying to put a video out to wherever to, there's just no point. You know what I'm saying? That's what I realized, because I'm at the mindset of, even if I know the product is not going to do well as far as like views or subscribers, even though the companies think that everything they make is the best thing, I'm only going to really accept products that I'm going to use personally, or that are interesting enough that I know somebody out there would actually care about. And unfortunately, I've had companies try to send me like mouses and keyboards and like headsets and stuff that are just e-waste. And I'm not trying to do a whole video trying to impress you guys. Like, I know it's trash, just looking at it and looking at the reviews and all that stuff. And they'd be like, we're a premium brand, we sell a whole bunch of units and we do this, that, and third. And it's like, it's just e-waste. You know what I'm saying? And in all actuality, I wouldn't even use them, going forward. that's just me. That's just a personal thing. So that's why product reviews hasn't been really been coming out too much. And I've been doing videos like this or the beacon stuff or just any other video that you've seen of me late that's not a product review, because it's just kind of a downtime. But I still want to build a connection with you guys. I still want to put out videos and everything. It's just I have to be mindful of what you guys are interested in and what I'm interested in and what I kind of want to bring. And I've talked about it before. Like I did like a cozy office vlog, like video thought process, and I talked to you guys about it. I think in like November or September timeframe, October or something like that. I recorded a whole bunch of footage, you know what I'm saying, with me doing some cable management, me straightening up my office and stuff like that, me just vibing out, doing some time lapses with the Sony ZV-E10 Mark II, showing that off and everything. And I don't know if you guys are interested in those types of videos. I've been consuming them a lot lately. Just because it's kind of like a chill just vibe, whether the person's talking or not, and it's just subtitles. I don't know if you guys, like I said, watch that kind of thing, if you guys are interested in that kind of thing. But the problem is that I brought my second PC in, and then I have the Beacon Studio stuff set up. I've changed this setup a lot, and lighting and all that stuff. So the cables are not as well done as they were when I cleaned them up. Just because I just never got around to it, because I want to get a dedicated dual tower like stand or wherever to fit in the corner, so the PCs are not underneath my desk and on top of my desk or wherever for my streaming place or wherever. And I want to do a review on it and show it off properly and get rid of the cables and stuff like that. So I never really did the editing on that footage for the cozy office vlog. But then on top of that, like I said, I didn't know if you guys were interested in that type of thing. So sound off in the comments again. I'm relying on you guys' feedback. I need it. You know what I'm saying? I know people like the video and sometimes they don't comment, but this is like one of those times where I need to know if you guys would be interested in that thing. So I'm not just doing all the work to edit it and put it together and like maybe do some voiceover work or something like that, or put, you know, subtitles in the video and stuff like that. And, you know, one person watches it, you know what I'm saying? Because my time is precious. Other than that, I don't really have anything else to say other than, like I said, we're just gonna have to wait on products. We have to wait on companies to release stuff. I've reached out to certain companies that I have worked with in the past, like Comica. I haven't heard anything from my Fine representative after they sent out their wireless lavalier system, and I told them I wasn't going to review it because I didn't like it, and they're like, hey, it's fine. And after that, nothing. I haven't heard anything from a lot of the companies that were okay with me working and doing what I did and still liked my reviews, even though, you know, I kind of bashed them and stuff like that. Like Ansbot, even though I put out that apology video, IX Tech, they were supposed to send me out a replacement for the audio mixer. They kind of just was like, hey, thank you for the apology video. Sorry, you know, we kept it professional, and then that was it. So I don't know where I'm at. Just kind of like in this limbo period, but I don't want like weeks to go by or days to go by and I'm not putting up some kind of content to you guys. So I'm trying to find out what I can put in the media, in the middle, wherever, while I'm floating in limbo. So if you guys want to see some cozy office vlogs or something like that, or maybe I can start doing live streams here on the YouTube channel and y'all can do questions and or do a Q&A, or just ask me anything kind of video or live stream, or get my thoughts on like current technology or companies maybe that I don't know about that potentially I can reach out to and see if I can cover one of their products. Any kind of feedback, any kind of info would be great. I kind of wanted to do like how I record my videos as far as like my YouTube setup, studio desk, and then maybe like another video for my streaming setup desk. But like I said, I kind of want to get things a little bit more tidy as far as getting that dual tower PC thing. And then, you know, I only get paid once a month. I don't really make that much money to be able to, you know, spend a whole bunch of money on this hobby, because my son is transitioning into eating actually like solid foods. Not too long ago, even though me and my wife got this new car, we had to get the battery replaced and like some other stuff, and it was a pretty penny to do that. And now it's looking like we're gonna have to get new tires. There's a lot of things that the company that we got the car from just kind of like deceived us, and that's anything you have to do with a dealership. It is what it is. Like I said, allocate funds to other things. So with me only getting paid once a month and my funds being limited for the next couple months, I would say, or a few months, It's like, how do I purchase certain stuff? And if I'm reaching out to companies and they're not willing to work, because some of the products I was reaching out to was because I wanted to implement them into my setup and I would actually use them. But I wanted to see pretty much if a company would be willing to partner with me in order for me to do the videos and stuff like that, instead of relying on me paying for them, because it would take longer to do that stuff. But it looks like that's what's going to be as far as like the upgrades and stuff, because I think not only would it be beneficial to me, but these are products that would actually be beneficial to you guys doing your content creation or doing your own setup. That's why I wanted to bring it. But it's like companies are willing to advertise their products, which is weird to me. But then I have to step back and take a look at the fact that the way I do content, the way I present myself, the way I do my reviews and stuff, of course, companies are not going to be willing to work with somebody who is so overly critical about products and who don't lie straight to their viewers' face. And not only that, my analytics, a lot of my videos have been going down in views, even though the subscriber and the watch time and all that stuff has been going up. But a lot of my videos are not hitting over 100 views like they usually do, or hitting into the thousands like I used to a lot during 2024, especially in the beginning. So I don't know what to do. Like I said, I'm kind of just stuck in limbo. So not sure what we're gonna do as far as figuring things out. Again, I could start doing the live streams, doing the ask me anything or wherever, if you guys are interested in that thing. The only thing is I'm gonna have to try to set up YouTube to stream and everything, and it's just, I kind of don't want to do that. And I already stream a lot on Kick, and I do a lot of gaming stuff. But like I said, I know a lot of people have not been coming over from YouTube to Kick. Some people have, but I know you guys are probably just staying on YouTube. It is what it is. So that's why I kind of want to, just sit down, do a Q&A, ask me anything kind of thing, or discussion about products, technology, whatever it is. And maybe that's something you guys would be interested in. I don't know. Maybe I can set that up. Just let me know in the comments down below. With all that being said, this video is already way too long. I'm long-winded. I do apologize, but hopefully you guys enjoy your day. Stay warm, because the US is going through something right now, and I have no idea, but it is cold. So stay warm, stay safe. God bless you and yours, and deuces, everybody. Much love.